morning, children. Good to see children for Christmas. Well, head to the nursery.
Thank you,
I thought I remembered this part. This is when we go to the nursery to play. Did you catch her?
Yeah, she caught her.
All right.
There you go.
Jump the gun, sis. Most of the Beale children are dressed alike. There's one of them that is not. Just wanted to be different, I guess. It's good to see you, boy and girls. Someone had asked about what this is. And a number of years ago, I got to go to the Holy Land. So did Miss Terry, better known as Mimi. We went to Israel, and this is in Bethlehem. There is a church there called the Church of the Nativity. It is the spot, the place, many years ago that someone came, Emperor Constantine's mother came to the Holy Land, and she was a Christian. She was a new Christian. She was very enthusiastic, and she was asking, where did this happen? Where did that happen? And they took her by the hand and led her to this place right here. She wanted to know where Jesus was born. So this is in the city of Bethlehem. And this kind of looks like a little fireplace. That's what it made me think of. It's kind of a little recess into the wall. And it has a marble floor. And those things that are hanging down are lamps and censers. They have little lights burning in them, and they burn incense in them, and they swing back and forth. But they're all over the place in this church. One of the first things I noticed about this church is that when you go into it, the door is very low. You know why? It's not a normal door like these doors. They made that door so that you had to bow down to get in. So everybody that goes into the Church of the Nativity has to bow down out of respect, whether they respect or not. So the only way to get in. Now, when you go here, you'll find out that there's a spot right there in the floor that they have melted some silver, and they've poured it out on the floor, on marble there, into a 14-pointed star. It's like a star of Bethlehem. You know, the Bible says that there was a star over where Mary and Joseph and Jesus lived. And so there were 14 generations. Addis and I recently studied the book of Ruth. But there were 14 families between Abraham and King David, whose grandmother was Ruth. And then 14 generations from King David to the Babylonian captivity. You probably never heard of that. And then 14 generations from Babylon to the birth of Jesus. There are 14 points on that star right there. Now, that means there's a lot of things that are not even in the Bible that we know and that we believe about the story about Jesus. You know, the Bible doesn't say anything at all about Rudolph. Not a thing. But I have a dowel rod that has some holes drilled in it, and I have some handkerchiefs, silk handkerchiefs, that are in the holes there. There's 2 black ones and a red one. When I think of 3 and Christmas, do you know what I think of? What do you think of? 3 and Christmas. 3 wise men. The 3 wise men. You know that even though the Bible doesn't say how many there were, they had 3 kinds of presents that they brought baby Jesus. What were they? You know? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So people believe maybe there were 3. You know that in church tradition, I'm so happy we have the Bible, and the Bible tells us about the story of Jesus. But it says that those men, names, the men from these were named Caspar, Melchior, and Balthazar. Balthazar, Melchior, and Caspar. Have you ever heard their names before? Now let me show you this. The reason I brought this is because it's got 3 in it, and it also goes very well with my outfit. There are many things that I believe that we have yet to learn about Jesus' birthday. Do you know that the Bible says that there were angels that appeared to tell the shepherds? But the angels, you know what? The angels didn't sing. Have you ever heard people say the angels sang? Well, the angels didn't even sing. It says the angels said. Well, there's just a lot that we believe about the Christmas story that's probably wrong. And there's a lot more that not even in the Bible. Let me show you something. I have a black handkerchief, another black one, and a red one. Okay? Harper, just for you. I'm going to make this one, this red one, I'm going to make it jump all the way over here, okay? You believe I can do it? The red one is going to jump over here. Watch it very carefully. I'm going to, right before your very eyes. Look at there. There it is. The black one is here now. I can tell that you're just fascinated. The magical thing about this is that I can make it jump back. Watch this. The red one is right here. I'm going to make it jump over here. Oh, look at there. The red one now is over on this side. Avery looks like she's got it figured out.
Yes.
If you were going to do something with the red one, what would you do with it? Addison, what would you do? Make it go in the middle?
There you go, girl.
Okay, let's do that.
Well, if I can do that or not. Oh, there it is. Just make it go in the middle. Caspar, Balthazar, Melchior. The 3 wise men. You know what else? The Bible says that when the wise men came to Jesus, that they were not in the manger. It says they went into the house where they were staying to see the young child. Jesus was no longer an infant or a baby. When the wise men came, they were looking for someone close to your age. He was a young child already. It was probably a couple of years later after Jesus had been born. So much to learn about Christmas. And I will learn it all. All right, thank you very much. You can go back and be with your folks again in your seat. Mr. Danny? Where's the finish before you do?